Hi, in this video we are going to solve question number 26 of Q 2015 physics paper. The question is from mathematical physics complex analysis part. The question is, consider a complex function f of z which is equal to 1 upon z into z plus half into cos of z pi. Which one of the following statements is correct? So in order to solve this kind of question, we need to find the simple poles or kind of pole and the order of pole. One of the best way is to use the Lorentz series expansion method, where you expand fz about the point using Lorentz series expansion, which is kind of power series method, and then you find the highest negative power in the Lorentz series expansion method, and that highest negative power gives the order of the pole and also the value of the poles. So a function is f of z is equal to 1 upon z plus half and cos of z pi. Okay, so we can just let z plus half is equal to t. Okay, then our function will become 1 upon z is your z plus half is t, so z becomes t minus half times t times cos of pi z, which is t minus half. Now this can be further written as 1 upon t minus half times sine of pi t. Cos pi minus pi t minus pi t by 2 is nothing but sine of pi t, because it's cos 90 minus theta kind of thing, so it is equal to sine of pi t. Now we can also rearrange and write it as 1 upon t upon 2t minus 1, and sine, we know that sine x can be written x minus x cubed by 3 factorial plus x 5 by 5 factorial minus and so forth up to infinity. So we will do similar thing, and we can write sine of pi t as pi t minus pi t whole cube divided by 3 factorial plus pi t whole 5 factorial minus up to infinity. Okay, now we'll just write it as minus 1 by t by 2, and this 1 minus 2t will go up, it will become minus inverse, and similarly we can take out pi t common, so it will become somewhere like this, and then take the whole thing up, so it will become 1 minus pi square t square upon 3 factorial plus pi 4 t4 upon 5 factorial to infinity. Now we can just write this as this binomial expansion will give us 1 plus 2t plus 4t square up to infinity. Similarly, we have this term. Now the expansion is good enough up to this point. Suppose this is some equation 2, this was your some equation 1 maybe. Then you can see that now you have to search for the highest negative power. So the highest negative power which you can see in this entire power series expansion is coming from the first term, that is 1 into 1 divided by t square by 2, which is 1 upon t square. This is the highest negative power in t, because all of the terms will have lower power in t. So this power gives the order of the pole, and we know that t is nothing but z plus half. So the pole is at, we have pole at minus 1 by 2 and its order is 2. So Fz has a pole at 1 by 2 and its order is 2. So option B is the correct option in this question. If we just look at option B, Fz is a second order pole at z minus 2. So option B is correct. Thank you for watching this video.